I think this is the video games. Not sure. I think this is a great game to play on Christmas. So here we go. Hello? Wait is what I say to no one but myself. I won. Yes, that is what I want. Okay. Good. Okay, load. No, that's the wrong. Wait, where is? See, which one means yes? I don't know. Okay, screen. Yes. Previously on Doki Doki Literature Club. Film time. I'm trying to do Sayori still, so gotta get those good words. What? Probably no? Wonderful. Broken. Nature. Together. Party. Sadness. Childhood. Comfort. You're halfway there. Let's go. Sweet. Special. Definitely clumsy. Promise. Warm. Friends. Forgive. Feather. Marriage. Almost there. I think it might be that word. but it's not that word. So let's not pick that word. Grief. Last one, okay. Dead. We all love dead, don't we? We did it. Is that... Aw, man. I'm the last one here.
Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't all for you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help me for the festival too. Can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Maybe I just sound like Sayori. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they always have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. This does not work in English. Eh? It's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our event for now, okay? Fine. Your reaction isn't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me?
Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are.
Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her.
Hey, Sayori?
I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh?
You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go and talk to everyone else. Huh?
Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so.
I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they're preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Puppy, what's up?
Hey, This might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading a little too much, but she's a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, puppy. You certainly know a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Zoe, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with someone of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, puppy.
Me? What? How on earth would you come up with that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anyone else, you know?
Huh?
She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside her.
What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been.
You're an idiot. You're so funny, puppy, is the translation. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to a conclusion, so you should just forget about what I said. The camera should be closer. There we go. That's better. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
Alright.
Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika to say something terrible to Sayori.
Because she's probably saying something terrible to Sayori right now.
Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we all share our poems now? before I know it, everyone is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking with Sayori. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. That makes more sense. Who should I show my poem to? I wonder, can we do Sayori? Is she gonna... Let's try. Awkward silence. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, puppy.
Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything all right?
Of course. I can't do the that doesn't sound like it's supposed to sound like that, but everything's fine. Whenever anyone says everything is fine, everything is not fine. That's what fine means. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Also a good excuse. Just say you're tired, and you can just excuse anything.
Is that convincing? Do you want a nap or something?
No, that's silly. I am a human. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face.
Well, all right.
Hey, puppy. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. In the end,
Yeah,
I guess
you're the one who likes this one the most.
Why? You don't want to get closer to everyone else?
Wait. Of course I do. That doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them.
I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Sometimes it's just easier to write when I'm thinking about you. Sayori? No! Puppy! I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this.
Sayori,
I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, puppy. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori.
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself.
Monica.
Hi, puppy.
Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay.
No pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure.
I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny.
How so?
No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and serious poems have getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. And again, you've been spending a lot of time together, haven't you, lately?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again.
I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little off today.
Yeah? Did she tell you something?
Well, puppy, you haven't been flirting with her, have you?
Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do.
Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye out on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier since you joined the club. What could happen? What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you, alright?
Alright.
But yeah, this I think this is a great Christmas game to stream on Christmas. Not Christmas related whatsoever.
Okay.
Maybe not that voice. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. the hand of a beautiful lady. Yeah. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds with a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical. Okay, I'm just dumb. Or anything. But it was kinda on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it, because I'm an idiot, and I don't think much.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club performs writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Yes, 'cause that's most poems. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. And yes, it has been Christmas for 3 hours for me. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean
one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyway... Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to someone you put so much into. But if you find other people to enjoy your writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. It's actually good advice. Thanks for listening. This one's alright.
Alright?
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
Eh? No, gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you.
Okay, that's kind of mean.
Gah!
Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Completely unexpected. Why did that happen? Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just wash my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds out her poem for me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you left long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wait, what? Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. Remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Well, am I having connection issues? No, I don't have any connection issues. So if you're seeing that, then it might be your connection, because I think it's okay. Okay, what was that? Go back here. Continue. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message in it. Yes, okay. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write about anything about the beach. That's the sand. It's coarse and gets everywhere.
So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever.
Ugh, you can really see her doing that too.
Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being a kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At least, it was good practice.
Who should I show my poem to now? I don't know. I'm too dumb to choose.
Decide to do something different today.
I guess so. Is that good or bad?
Well, neither. I have my preferences, but it would be unfair of me to call something good or bad based on that. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting.
I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Why me?
Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share.
Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible.
What?
For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me.
Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to these sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked.
Yuri.
What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on.
Alright. Do you want to share your poem now?
Okay. Here.
This one is about a beach.
A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray, rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will you gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will its sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, I return to the earth forevermore. I'm aware the beach is kind of a inane thing to write about. I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it.
She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to compare the differences to our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to call my thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing.
We did it. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe.
Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah! It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone else's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me all today, so I didn't want to force it.
Oh? Did I say that? Oh?
That curious expression
Comes from Sayori of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. Nothing is wrong at all whatsoever. Everything is super fine. Don't worry.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of festival preparation, so... Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Atsugi will be making cupcakes.
I like cupcakes.
But we need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
I don't know why she had that voice. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can be weird. Guys, can you help me come with something to say for Sayori? I'm useless. But no! That's not it at all! You're the most talented person here, you know. You have so much talent, we have nothing for you to do. No, Nate, Natsuki's pouting too.
Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Suri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case. But if I can't be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. Sayuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere.
Atmosphere?
About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression changes suddenly as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself.
Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, puppy.
the one who is truly useless. Because I'm a man.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. It would always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Malika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you didn't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Malika's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Puppy may not like to be around you if you only make him feel like a nuisance. I might like it. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on. I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're making excuses for Puppy to... What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work. I said the word. And baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, let's slow down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Puppy to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. Just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle on this already? Yeah. Puppy, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Of course, I'm going with... I'm gonna say Siri, but it's not gonna work. But
I mean, if it's gonna be anyone, I prefer helping Sayori. We were already neighbors and...
Malika said that Sayori was helping her.
Jeez. Do you really hate us that much?
No. So I didn't mean this to be difficult. Just thinking of the club, okay? No. Natsuki, because she's slightly less crazy. I think.
Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so maybe you probably could use 2 people.
Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute. You were saying that? That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except for the performance is gonna be awesome!
I don't think that really counts.
What about you, puppy?
Me? Are you talking to me? Or are you talking to the other puppy? I'm not sure. I guess you're talking to me, so I guess you could say I'm interested in how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything.
Well, it might not be just that.
Question mark.
I think that Yuri just might be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. Excuse me.
That doesn't mean... Suki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hand on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too. Most the help. It'll be 80% the cupcakes, 20% decorations. But that is a lot. But you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction.
You didn't really mean that, did you?
Not really, but Yuri isn't the only surprised. Isn't the only one surprised. Malak and I are always taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Sayori would always help everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm gonna do my best. And all of us are gonna make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more to do today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a little bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I started to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going?
Huh? Me?
We still need to figure out our plans for the weekend. You literally would have gotten home to realize you don't have any way to contact me. Yeah, that's what I would do too.
Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. I must be some kind of idiot.
Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? Better not make it weird or anything.
Why would I do that? I am still a dumb man.
Suki gives me her number. Okay, coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I'd going over to your house.
Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over to my house. My dad would kill me.
Really? It's kind of strict if you ask me.
Yeah? How do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over.
Alright, fine by me.
Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it.
Oh? Didn't you say you were just gonna give me the dirty work?
Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this.
Wait, really?
Well, kind of. Just because I never get to bake with anyone else before. That's all it is, so...
Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday.
Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki's gonna be coming over to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety is shooting through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might happen? But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. I did it. That sentence is done. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time.
Or will I?
It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I thank you.
I like doing the voices. It's pretty fun.
I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. Heck yeah. Emojis are great. She also likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing about Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, it's really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings when she might need me. Is it really okay? I read that like a statement, not a question. I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. It's her house. Oh my god. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over. Much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play it so often that we made a bit of habit of breaking in and entering. I mean, simply entering each other's house. So it's like we were family.
The house is quiet.
Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already so strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom. I finally find her.
Sayori?
Hi, puppy. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over here like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it?
Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it up for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Are you supposed to see Natsuki today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know about that?
Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about festival preparations, right?
That's true. But what about you? Aren't you gonna be helping Monica today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
I guess it's just me and Natsuki then.
Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stands in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you're doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, puppy.
What?
Why can't it been like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally expressing my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders.
What on earth are you saying?
Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something has happened to you.
There's no other explanation for you to be like this. Is there an alien inside you or something? What? So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about you.
Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, puppy. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, puppy? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've really had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm always late for school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy in caring to waste it by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori's been keeping this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to not think about her?
Why, Sayori?
Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed by as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, puppy. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. It always feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I want so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get close with everyone else in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right. That I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. I don't need to understand. What if it takes for me to help you stop hurting? That's what I'll do.
No, puppy. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped me is if everyone could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm gonna accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace.
Puppy.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Puppy.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Puppy.
Sayori barely managed to speak between her sobs.
I don't know if I'm doing the right...
Well, it's me. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, puppy. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. but your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice. Then... Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come over and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if I would be very good. That would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kinda hard for me to just fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. There she is. No more sad. It's all good now. We're fine. How are you? Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but Natsuki's in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes make the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez. Don't make it so unawkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer me to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, puppy? Come on. Since where did I need to be a gentleman? That's terrible. I grab the bag Natsuki holds out for me. Ugh. This is ridiculously heavy. I carry that all the way up from here. She's so strong. Are you impressed? I am I'm so impressed. I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you because you're so small and cute.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it?
What?
You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest.
Hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. You really hate being small that much?
It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong and they think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are you getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you're treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer, you know. Just because I don't have to be a mature sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Atsuki catches her word and her face turns red.
Natsuki?
Forget it. I didn't say anything.
I should apologize.
Eh?
I appreciate you're trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to say. How would you know that anyway?
Trust me on this one, because I'm one of those people, but I'm not going to tell you I'm one of those people, so I'm not going to tell you.
Gross.
Hey! Was that to me?
Who else?
Man. Let's just get started already.
You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I found your weakness, puppy. Atsuki smiles deviously. Was that a good smile? I think that was a good smile.
Please, spare me!
Well, if Natsuki dishes out any more insults like that, there's no way I'm going to be fighting back. I'm not fighting back. Why did I say it like that? I don't know. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull out things in her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled flour, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of her movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Puppy, where did you put the food coloring? The batter is gonna go in the oven, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I made each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite color.
Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything else?
Anything like that with the icing? Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least have fun?
I'm having fun.
I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into small bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each.
That does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's like 1,000,000 times worth it in the end if you're just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh?
I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Maga's delight expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that.
Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess up the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting late.
We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with the whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Jeez. I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk for me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks her finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in the icing.
Your icing? Eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work?
I start to fight back, trying to inch my fingers toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
Is that a promise?
I like to see you try and succeed and do it again.
I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some of them up with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might.
Ah!
The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble,
making her stumble in return.
Uh-oh. What's happening? Gross! You got on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach with her tongue, but it's too far away. Yeah, I'm not gonna try that. Jeez! You know what? Take this! Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my face.
You wish.
I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Uh-oh.
What is this?
Stop!
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine. Sorry for calling you gross. No, I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things to get a reaction out of me. I do that sometimes. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either.
I take Natsuki's fingers and put them in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Atsugi is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Puppy, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the moon turn to this so quickly?
He is an idiot.
Itsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Itsuki rushes over to the oven.
Something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked it before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Itsuki uses the oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. At the moment, the fire alarm stops. Now fire alarms work, but okay. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. That's supposed to go away now. The moment has already been lost. Yeah. I watch Natsuki slides the cupcakes into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the risk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays.
They'll even look better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I brought the decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Suki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look all nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though.
What's this one for?
I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make strips or other patterns. But you can also use it to write on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever.
Huh. I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's for a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcake. It'd be fun to see people choose the cupcake based on the word they like.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea. So,
yeah. Maybe I'm getting it from you.
what's that supposed to mean? Not cute, says the cute person.
Come on. We're at school. Nobody's judging. Except me. I'm judging you as cute, so I guess someone's judging. But you can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
What? Well, Tsuki's voice trails off. Same with you.
I'm cute. Did you say something?
Nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Oh, I'll do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle to each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Yeah, well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sarah's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she's probably down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much as I can, or he will beat me. Well, anyway, I was hoping we'd have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Man.
As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You could bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you could probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I could do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the same way she listened to you.
Yeah.
I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too? I'll lock you out, I guess. I guess I will.
Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki? Yeah? What you said before about not having this chance? It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga, you gotta say it like that, or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I would spend more time with you. Puppy, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I really wanted to stay longer here if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki?
Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I felt it for a while now. Atsugi suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Huh? Ah! Hi, puppy. Sayori. Just now, we wouldn't... It's okay, puppy. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. Already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't make any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Atsugi hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well... I tried staying in my room. But my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki. How close you got to her. Makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, puppy? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, puppy. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Mako's right. I should just... Yeah, she said something bad to you. She definitely said something bad to you. Monica? Mako's right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. Not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden on your mind it's making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. What? Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, puppy. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and you start to like you too much. I did this to myself. Puppy. I like you so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want to hurt. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arms and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. I love you. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. spending time with everyone else at the club, making new friends, having fun with you every day helped me realize you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Puppy. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms around me. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Puppy, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, puppy. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment of my life. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, puppy. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. It's all that matters right now. Oh, okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always been. Even if we really are a couple, I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, puppy. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying this makes you feel really sad, Sayori? Hey, don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and that she loves me. I'm having as much trouble understanding what Sayori's feeling as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting others to change? I don't know. But I know I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me. I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Okay. Of all days, I expect to be the one where I'd be walking a shoe with Sayori. Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house to wake her up, but decide that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki feel about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Manaka, I'm sure the event will be great too. That's good. Puppy, you're the first one here. Thanks for being so early. That's funny.
I thought at least Yuri would be here by now.
Malaka is placing the little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. At the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Malaka would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That is what happened. That dummy. You'd think on days like this important should try a little harder.
I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. I suddenly feel awful knowing that's not nearly as simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little more responsibility for her, puppy. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Okay, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet.
Jeez.
You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Maka is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure.
I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk.
Oh yeah, they really did.
Something like this will definitely help take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it almost a professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the one that they performed during practice.
What's this?
I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Apparently the title is a percentage sign. Maybe I... Get out of my head, 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 get out... I thought about reading all that. Let's go to the end. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my... Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
What is this?
Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Puppy? What's wrong?
Nothing.
This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Malaka calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal, at least wait for her or help her wake up. Then the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reached Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking up her in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. I have literal goosebumps. Because how can you not to this? Look at that. Look at that. Goosebumps. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday. I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything would be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. It's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for her others to care about her. Why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. I just spent more time with her. Walked her to school and remained friends with her like I've always been. Then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the Literature Club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring him back. It's in some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance. I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 End. Not really. I am easily disturbed. That's okay. Why is this? Do not adjust yourself and set. There, this is normal. Start a new game. Yeah, how do I read that? I'm not sure how to read that. I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is My neighbor and good friend since we are children. You know, the kind of friend that you've never seen yourself making today, but it kinda just works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself that it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there'd be any girls in it anyway. School day is just as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I even know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs, there really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I'll have no choice but to start with the anime club. Puppy? Oh, it's Monica.
Monica?
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah.
Yeah, it has.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little...
What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know that if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather much take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
Kind of embarrassing. There are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of our members keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica just say she? Hey, puppy. Any chance you'd still be looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I refuse someone like Monica? She's perfect in every way.
Well, I guess I could check it out.
Ah, awesome. You're really sweet. Puppy, you know that?
It's really nothing.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials some other time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. I brought a guest with me. Huh? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, puppy. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. It's not full, technically. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. This is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who plays completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki.
Yeah, it's really nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Puppy in a classroom and he decided to come and check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, Sorry. I didn't forget, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come and sit down, puppy? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks in the corner of the room and opens the desk. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sits across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet.
It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting up all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that they're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean,
I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, puppy, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well,
considering how little I've read it in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not too much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Yeah, how long have I been playing? I've been playing for 2 hours.
might stop soon. I don't know.
What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Anyway, what about Yuri? Yuri?
Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements really immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of her own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once.
I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh,
is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often the most successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment, and might give you goosebumps at the moment, sometimes when they do something crazy. Even if you've already seen that moment before, it still gives you goosebumps.
ugh,
I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Tsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write things about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give me that back! Fine. Natsuki,
you write your own poems?
well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You want to like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing it for oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have more writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share one of your own work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
Huh? I guess it's the same for Yuri.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree with us as well, puppy?
Hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forward to what's been on my mind the entire time.
I never said I would join this club.
Monica,
may have to convince me to stop by, but never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look out and
I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. but... Sorry, I thought... Huh. I mean... That's what it was. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back at me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, puppy. The thing is, we don't have enough members to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. And so if writing poems is the price I need to pay to spend every day with these beautiful girls...
Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Did you really mean that, puppy?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Puppy, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone, I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Puppy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing styles? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the other girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the hot tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole time my mind wanders back and forth between these 3 girls. Atsugi, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to get closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will just find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yeah, poems. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. There was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke. Everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on TV. So the laughing wasn't part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was. How they knew to tell a joke at that moment. So yeah, that's kind of freaky. I like it. Gave me goosebumps again. The goosebumps. Goosebumps are there. You can't see them. Because I'm not going to show you. Looks weird. But that's okay. Let's do it. We're gonna go with Natsuki forever. Natsuki, do you like jump? You like jump, don't you? cheer? Do you like cheer? You don't like cheer. But you gotta like bunnies. Bunnies are cute. And milk is cute. I'm not sure if that's true, but marshmallows are cute. You don't like horror, we know this. Lipstick? I don't like lipstick. That's something I don't like. So. Pink. Probably no. Games, yes. You're definitely kawaii. Kate. How do you say? I don't even know how to say. I always see it spelled. I don't know see how to say it. Like, yeah. Play. No play. Cute. Puppy. Puppy. Candy. Blankets. Giggle. Whistle. Melody? Yeah, melody. Ox? Yes, ox. Oh, definitely strawberry. Jumpy. Jumpy, right?
Fuck yeah. Perfect Natsuki. We did it.
Hi again, puppy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me.
At least I keep my word.
Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Your face wasn't there.
I'm glad it's there now. Thanks for keeping your promise, puppy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. So you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the storeroom? The closet room? Can't read that. Remember, you were covering the dialogue there. That was very rude, Monica. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, puppy. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might be interested in picking up a book to read. Well,
I can't say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not like that, Yuri. I want to try and be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you want me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. He reaches into your bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it might keep your attention if you usually don't read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Well, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Mally to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Ugh.
I had Natsuki utter an expression sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand.
You looking for something in there?
Fucking Monica. No. Monica. What voice should I use for this evil laugh? This evil voice? Gotta think.
Fucking Monica.
She never puts my stuff back in the right place. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Ah.
Sometimes.
Manga is one of those things that you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands.
How did you know, anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face, on your forehead. You wrote it. I can read it. It's just there.
What's that supposed to mean? I see.
There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it to the side out of the stack. There it is! Atsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I agree. That is painful.
I know that feeling.
I get closer to look at the box she's admiring. For Fake Girls? It's a series I never heard in my life. Probably means that it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on the floor, on the door, on that door. I can read. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything.
I didn't even say anything.
What's the tone of your voice? I'll tell you one thing, puppy. Consider this
Don't judge a book.
In fact, Natsuki puts out the first volume of her Fake Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands.
I stare at the cover.
It features fur girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there.
Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs won't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't say that. It'll make me feel all weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can't talk at the same time.
It looks like it's just a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair.
Kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make for like a plot.
Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
Oh, look at that. It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
Huh?
You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being like, oh...
You still haven't grown out of that yet?
Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people.
Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated to other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room.
My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this.
At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, I am here reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe.
But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So... Jeez, that's enough. Gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. That's what's the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. Glance over at her. Looks like she started to fall asleep.
Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me.
Hey!
Can you repeat that last part? I didn't catch that, Natsuki. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, geez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Maga reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give me... She even finished her sentence before stuffing it in her mouth. Don't worry, puppy. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Like she's an animal. Like a pet. Anyway, why don't we all share our poems now? Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki, because we're doing the Natsuki run. But it's not the real Natsuki run, because everything's messed up. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. I hope she likes it. Oh? Okay, well, let's start the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I feel like I'm giving you my opinion. I don't... Then what's the point of sharing them in the first place?
I wrote this so I could been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when I like this. I wonder if you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I wouldn't be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours were really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, it's not as great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. You went all and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Ugh. Suki's retort gets caught in the throat. You're so... You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you, you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss or that she likes my poem. In any case, you need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Mako will make me if I don't. I guess it's the same poem. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, told you wouldn't go like it. I like it. What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you being so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of writing poems to express themselves?
Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight onto the wordplay. Like I set up for the rhyme at the end and it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did? I guess more went into than I realized.
That's what it means to be proud. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, I guess not.
I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care about how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't want to take that away from her. Wish I poemed you now, Yuri. Yuri says nothing. Hello, Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time to finish her reading. Oh. So sorry. Forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad.
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people.
It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. To think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers if they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, tend to pick writing styles separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both style and expressionless are weakened. Yuri finds her train of thought as as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is the most challenging part. Might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Atsuki can be a little biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which is itself kind of funny. After all, isn't it this supposed to be a literature club?
Goes into the light.
The tendrils of the hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood this test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm so sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
It took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even I thought it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? Are usually write longer poems.
Oh, wait. Shit. We're fine.
I thought I unplugged something. Did I? No, it's all good. I'm just dumb. Hello, I am dumb. Nice to meet you. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, puppy.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That is a lot more solemn putting it that way.
I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you. Monica. Hi, puppy. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have a suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much more better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, puppy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Malcolm my poem. I like it, puppy. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. Kinda makes me think of something that Suki would write. She's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you
Like a puppy.
Oh my god. This part of the game is not self-aware. That's self-aware. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. Sometimes Sometimes she loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. It's just a guess, but I think she's so small because of malnutrition it's interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Sorry, just trying to look on the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burnt eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of embarrassed to talk deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, or your brain gets too fixated on a specific point, if you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew!
I guess that's everyone.
I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I've ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica's writing something on a notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to her desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Puppy did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Puppy liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Tsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You just... Yuri stands up as well. Are you just jealous that Puppy appreciates my advice more than he appreciate yours? Huh? And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. I was full of myself. I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Puppy starts showing up. That's Tsuki. Tsuki, that's low. This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? You really act as long as you look at Tsuki. Here it goes. What? Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing up and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa! Be careful, or you might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Puppy hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be entitled to feel free after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as she noticed I was standing there. Puppy, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started. I got it. Good. That's 3 seconds. I don't know what they said. So I can look at it. And I looked at it. Go to media gallery. I guess it's not. It should be there. All right. Short by new. There we go.
Wow. Okay, let's do it. Back. Sugi. Sugi? Sugi. 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 What is happening? Oh, Monica. Should I pick Monica? Hi. Hello. I'll just press the button. Press button. Hey puppy. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Atsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in the desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I
Believe you.
I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Puppy? Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little longer. I am the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I just don't get much chance to discuss my book with Puppy. It'd be embarrassing with you listening. Guess I really don't have a choice, do I? Sorry for causing you trouble. What happened? I don't know. But my voice is getting so dry and tired. So if my one viewer is still watching, I think I'm gonna stop now. Oh, or I'm gonna talk for a minute so it can be exactly 3 hours long. Yeah, let's just talk. So this game is weird. I like weird things. Normal things, they get boring. You gotta get normal drama that makes you cry. That's great. It's only part of it. Then you gotta get super weird and make you get goosebumps all the time. So that's the best time. Time for goosebumps. You cry and then you get goosebumps. And then you get scared. Like the world is scary. And you have trouble sleeping. Merry Christmas. I'm a terrible streamer. Streamer goes by now. Bye everyone. Have a great holiday. And then Boxing Day, I guess. That's a thing for some people. Not for us. But
that I've always seen on the calendar. Boxing Day. Is that where you fight people, or when you put things in boxes and then you place the boxes all around your room, and then you're like, Boxing Day, we've done it, we have the boxes, let's get out of here. Wait, let me save so I don't. How to save? How save? Save. We did it. Haha.
Okay, bye. End stream now.